As the HBU Huskies battle the McNeese Cowboys. Alongside the Hall of Famer Van Chancellor, I'm Garrett Jones, welcoming you to senior night here at HBU. McNeese, the visitors in the blue, they control HBU in their home whites. And coaches, we see the starting lineups. Consistency, the main thing for HBU coming into this game.
This is going to be a great game now. It was 78-75 at McNeese. I think the same type of score will be there. Defense is going to be the key to this game.
Cowboys come in at 4-9 in the Southland. On the glass, Lewis back up and in. Miles for two. The Herndon, Virginia native opens the scoring for the visitors.
Yeah, Lewis did a great job of going to the boards. You'll see, hey, McNeese likes to press the ball. They're going to half-court trap.
Big place on the line in next week's Southland Conference Tournament over at the Merrill Center in Katy. If HBU wins, they're the 5, no question. They will play Incarnate Word. Lee for three. McNeese, on the other hand, if they come up short, they will be locked into a matchup with Northwestern State, then go on to play Southeastern Louisiana.
I don't think outside of staying away from maybe Nichols, you got to play them all. I think the men's team, unlike the women's team, I think HBU and Corpus Christi are the two teams, but in the men's game, you got to play them all. They're all that good.
Travel on the other end. And as Coach mentioned, the women's team, if you're just now getting to, then congratulations to HBU women's basketball. You see the banners back there on the side of Sharp Gym. Well, they'll be adding one more and possibly two.
Yes, let me tell you, everybody likes a ring, but I like the banners because right. you can always come back and see those.
Southland Conference regular season champions for head coach Donna Finney and company. Coach Rod Coxwell's squad trying to make sure they're in a better position to get a shot at one of themselves next week in Katy. Sam Hoffman on the exchange, out of bounds. And back with McNeese. That's off of one of HBU's two seniors that were honored pregame, Zion Tordoff.
Yes,
there's a good look at the graduate.
Excuse me, but right now, McNeese's defense is really, really tough. They're pressuring the ball. And I talked to Coach ahead of time, and he told me, he said, we have to pressure them. They're too athletic. They're too good. We can't give them open looks. Now they're going to go inside to the 7-footer.
Brandon Medley-Bacon can't finish. One more try. He's 0 for 2. And Darius Lee emerges with the board. HBU coming off of a real heartbreaker on Wednesday night in New Orleans. They fell 75-74 in that game, in which they led by 17 points in the second half. Long steps on the sideline. Coach, if you're looking at a game like that, just a few days behind you, how do you put that behind you and respond to it?
What you have to do is you have to immediately go in the locker room and say, guys, we just let that one slip away, and you'll see right there, long steps out of bounds. That's an unforced turnover. You got to be aware, but you got to put that game behind you. You got to come to practice Friday and try to find some way to be in an upbeat mood. And right now you're playing well defensively, but you got to find some way to score.
Kellen Taylor in, can't finish. Tordoff. HBU basketball. And if you're McNeese, who's lost 4 straight and 8 of their last 10, how do you regroup and get it right tonight?
Well, what you're doing there, you're not talking about what you've been doing, what your record is. You're looking at it and saying, guys, we're getting ready for the conference tournament. This right here is just an idea. Can we start playing well? Well, that's what you have to do.
Corsalt, a 3, off the glass and in. Christian Corsalt with the tray.
Well, a bank shot right there. That's what you need. Sometimes when you're just struggling right now, I think this is as good a defense as I've seen HBU play this year. That's what you've got to do to win close games.
There's a swat from KC. The Nevada transfer back the other way for HBU. Lee. No. Medley-Bacon gobbles up the board. McNeese in transition. Taylor up ahead.
Taylor makes a nice job, but what a pass at that time. As you look at it, Lewis makes a great pass.
3-quarter court pressure for McNeese. Here's Tordoff coming over from Marist for this lone season with HBU. Corsalt has 5 to start for the Huskies.
Yeah, I like Corsalt. I like his size. He's 6'2". He's a point guard. He has great balance. He can get to the rack.
How about the pace of this game so far? Both teams out and moving.
I thought the game would go like this. This is going to be about an 80-point game tonight.
Kellen Taylor in. Tough interior defense for HBU. Taylor eventually gets the drop.
I think this right now, HBU's going to have to send 5 players to the defensive board. McNeese is big. They're a really good offensive rebounding team.
Toward off and one. Zion showing out in his senior night.
See, that's what you do with a 7-footer. Some people want to shy away from the tall player. When you're toward off with good athletic ability and you can jump, what you do is this right here. You take it to the rack. You challenge them inside. You draw the fouls. Get them in foul trouble. Here comes another forward, looks like. We'll have trouble keeping up with all these guys.
That's what head coach John Aiken in his first season, previously a McNeese assistant, he loves those wholesale changes. Toward off to the line, trying to complete the three-point play.
I usually put 5 out there and play them until they dropped. I'm not criticizing. It's just difference in style. I'm not going to take out Cooper, Stoops, and Thompson. I'm just not doing it. Not unless I have to.
2-point lead for the Huskies early. There's Trey English, a true freshman in. 3 on the way. Long pulls down the board.
See, that's what Long has to do. The guards are going to have to go. McNeese is very athletic. They crash the boards really well. The guards are going to have to rebound.
Bryson. Back in the corner. Offensive rebound lead. HBU resets. Here's the 2-time Southland Player of the Week. Unable to finish.
McNeese is good transition offense right now by both teams. Up and down. You got to get back on defense.
4.5 in from Houston. Christian Shoemate on the dribble drive. Oh, my! The Tomahawk Jam.
I mean, Tomahawk, buddy. You talk about going up and down. Straight to the basket.
What a highlight play early.
But to remember, the game's tied up. They don't give any more points for those. They just look so much better.
Corsall feeling it early. He has 8.
See, when a player is like that, your teammates have got to realize you're hot. Get him the basketball. The man at HBU ought to be going to right this second.
Coach, I think you're onto something with the 80-point pace in this game. Shoemate inside. Loses it. 78-75 final when these two met on January 15th.
82-81 tonight.
Zach Scott for McNeese had the game winner at the buzzer over the Huskies. Toward off. McNeese back the other way with Harlan Francois. Colin Warren coughs it up.
Court awareness. You got to know what players are behind you.
Darius Lee in with the righty layup.
When you get Lee the basketball right there, count it. He's so strong. He goes up so tough. You very seldom ever see him miss that little bunny shot.
Huskies averaging 73 points per game. They've already put up 13 through the first 6 minutes. That's where we'll get a stoppage in our first media break. That foul is on HBU. They're first. We'll step aside, be right back with you. What a flying start we've seen to this. Back in the Bayou City, Garrett Jones and Van Chancellor here with you. 6 minutes gone by, and Coach, points flying on the scoreboard early.
Oh, yes, an exciting play. We've had our Tomahawk jump. We've got different players scoring. Of course, it's really lighting it up for HBU at this time.
McNeese averages nearly 76 a game. English for mid-range.
They play multiple players, and they all can play. That's a great shot by English. You can't do anything about that. That's as good a defense as you can play.
Coach Aiken's rotation goes 10 or 11 deep. It's not something you see a whole lot. Sam Hoffman off a career-high 5 trays in the loss on Wednesday night. Zion Tordoff foul.
Porter does a nice job of getting a foul right there. He posts us up. He doesn't go. He takes the ball to the basket, and he's really strong. Watch him. Ball fakes left, fakes right, comes back, draws a foul.
Zion playing on his senior night. And Ron Cottrell told us preseason, look, we would love to have Zion more than just this 1 year. He's a graduate transfer, so unfortunately only eligible for this season, but you can absolutely see why with his ability.
Hey, I'm going to take a good player every time. I'll take him for 10 games, so to speak. Good players. I'm not going to take an average player for that length of time, but give me a player like him. He's athletic, he's strong, he defends, he rebounds.
Also shoots free throws well at a 65% clip.
Yes.
2 for 2 there. HBU by 5 early, looking to avenge the early season loss from this same group. Christian Shoemate in, had that big dunk early in this game. Extra pass, Brandon Medley-Bacon keeps the dunk train rolling.
When you're 7 foot tall, that ain't very far to jump. Great pass, though.
Right, in deep, too. Medley-Bacon, the only 7-footer in the Southland. Stolen away by Harwin Francois. And McNeese can tie. Right back to the well. They go to the big and get 2 points.
Yeah, the 7-footer now. He's posting up a little too deep. HBU's got to find a way to push him out a little bit. Meet him outside.
Christian Corsalt finds the ball. He has 8 early for HBU. Not that time. McNeese running. They can take the lead. Colin Warren does just that with the 3.
Yes, how many players are they going to play, but how many players are they going to have to score? What a player. What a shot.
Colin Warren, one of 3 Houstonians on this roster. Corsalt, never hesitating to shoot. English back behind. KC can't quite catch up with that one. It's a 9-0 McNeese run.
When Corsalt, who's the point guard, goes to the basket, somebody else has got to get back.
Moore couldn't hit Tristan, the true freshman. McNeese responding. Harwin Francois. Medley-Bacon again grabs the offensive board and gets fouled.
Medley-Bacon right now, he's shooting 72%. HBU needs a TV timeout at this time.
Back in Houston, it's a 4-point game early. Huskies got off to a hot start shooting the basketball, but they went 0 for 3 in the period between timeouts.
Yes, and right now, that's what when you look at them, it's just, in my mind, inconsistent scoring from one quarter or one 5-minute segment to the next. C comes into the game. Big Zach has to come in now. He's got to give them some size, and he's got to score.
Sam Hoffman carrying it up for HBU. Out of Brussels, Belgium, Jade Seed, the second unit point guard, running the offense for the Huskies. Inside with Zaki Yemi, going right at the 7-footer and 1.
Yemi, he's got to make the power play. Right now, the big guy's causing problems. You got to get him in foul trouble. You got to reach a point to where they're going to take him out. You got to take him out because he's scored. He's blocked shots, or he may not have blocked many shots, but he's altered shots. That would be the best way to do it.
Zach had a strong performance against New Orleans in their powerful bigs. 4 points and 1 rebound off the bench last time out. As HBU back within a bucket, here trying to avenge that loss in NOLA. Ellen Taylor trying to get McNeese off the schneid and into the win column tonight. Running a 4-game losing streak. English lost it. HBU won.
Really good defense. Now Lee comes back in. Lee's got a little break. Going to give Hoffman an opportunity to take a little rest. I think Lee's got to go to touching the ball more. I think he's got to have the. He's just such a great athlete that can score.
Jade C has moved into more of a reserve role for HBU. Corsalt has started the last 6. Yemi no, Lee no, foul.
Lee will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Good offensive rebounding.
Darius is just such a special player here, as you see his relentless pursuit of the basketball. Really is almost a lock for both first team All-Southland Conference and All-Southland defensive team.
If he doesn't make the all-first team Southland Conference, I want an investigation to start, and I want to lead the investigation. That cat has had a year. I mean, every game I see him play, he just impresses me. But not just one thing. He does about 4 or 5 things extremely well.
He's top 4 in the Southland in 4 different categories and top 7 nationally in steals with 3.3 takeaways a contest. The 358 Division I teams, that's nothing to scoff at. Inside Taylor, fouled by Moore.
I think Moore trying to match up right now against Taylor. It's a tough matchup. That's the point guard. I think C needs to take 12 and let Taylor switch off. Or Moore switch off, my fault.
Sophomore from Landover, Maryland, breaks the stalemate. 64% foul line shooter. Really an incredible athlete. Also played football at Duquesne University in his past collegiate career. Played basketball there too.
Was he a wideout?
He was a wideout.
Oh yeah, I can just tell by that body build.
121 catches and 1,400 yards. Pretty impressive. Lee in, pretty finish.
You can't let Lee get the ball in transition like that. He's just too good, just too athletic.
Massey inside with the answer. Back and forth they go here early from Sharp Jim. Last basketball game of the season in this facility. Great pass, Yemi. Offensive foul on the Huskies.
I'm not overly crazy about that call. You look at it right there. See him bumping. He came up into him. I thought that would have been a good no call.
Harry Howard, Jason Barth, and Steven Chiara are officiating crew this evening. McNeese with the Rock leading by a bucket. Looking to get the 5 seed in the Southland Conference tournament next week. The Huskies win, they'll have that spot and a chance to battle Incarnate Word. Taylor, no. Rebound out to Tristan Moore. Darius Lee in. Lost the handle, foul.
But see what I like about Lee? Ball fake, take it to the rack, draw the foul. It's a great play. Nice job.
Yeah, that's a commonality of what you pointed out this season, Coach, with HBU's bigs. A lot of time they're at their best when they're right at the rim.
Yes, and they hang around. They're physically strong. And then Lee is just a really good free throw shooter. Almost shooting 80%. He's been consistent all year. I like this get Hoffman in because sometimes there's a matchup problem. Right now, McNeese is very athletic. And if you don't have athletes in there matching them up, they're just going to take you to the rack, and that's what they've been doing.
Lee ties the game. He has 8 early points. Good one so far here from Houston. Shoemake. Tough finish and one.
I'm not going to question the coach, but I am going to say this. How in the world is Shoemaker not starting for him? Shoemaker, he's already had, didn't he have a monster dunk?
He did.
He had that play.
He averages a team high 12.5 points per game. Also top 6 in the league in rebounds.
But some people, they like to come off the bench.
Bring that extra energy off the bench.
And you play it against sometimes the second unit or some subs. And I don't know. Different people like to do different things.
JC. Shoemake grabs 6.7 rebounds a game. Zach Scott in. C. Fight for the rebound.
C went against the big kid, did a nice job of blocking him out, handling the ball.
Foul comes on McNeese on the other end.
Yeah, I thought I saw that foul coming because now it's going to be 1-1. You just cannot in the game today. Refs just won't let you just physically, keep your hands on them for over about 1 or 2 steps. You cannot just keep on holding them, so to speak.
C. Here's Shoemate. We're going to extend the lead for McNeese. Zach Scott again hit that clutch three to beat HBU back in January. In the corner, Shoemate. Great job by Corsalt there to tap the ball to the big.
Yeah, that's a team rebound right there. This is just a heck of a basketball game. 8 minutes to go, and it's 2-point difference.
Lee looking for a bucket for the Huskies. Seven to shoot for Corsalt.
I thought that was a good call. Can't put your hands on it.
HBU will have free throws when we get back from a break. Really good game from Houston. His last game as a regular season head coach. 31 years for Cottrell, 44 for Coach K. Ron is number 5 on the all-time coaching years list. Coach K in second place.
Yes, and Ron's going to go up to number 4 at the end of this year because Coach K's retiring.
Right.
They had already clinched the ACC. It's hard to play. All those people in there, all that pressure. 2 free throws. What a game. Tied up.
Hey, Coach, from your perspective, you think that'll drive Coach K crazy as he goes to retirement, knowing he lost his last game at home to North Carolina?
He'll think about all those other times.
He will.
He's more interested in what they do at the tournament.
12.
You done won the regular season tournament.
Right. Inside Scott. Foul comes on the Huskies. Yeah, 12 Final Fours for Coach K, 5 national championships. Ron Cottrell over there on the HBU bench as we get one more look here. And Hoffman on the baseline.
It's hard to tell if he was outside the line, but if he was, I thought that could have been a block.
Scott to the line. Wrapping up there on Coach Cottrell. Very close friend of yours, Coach. This is his program. He is synonymous with HBU Athletics, the athletic director for a string of years, 15 until 2007 when HBU made the jump to D1. NAI tournament every single season from 97 to 07.
He's a guy that he's just a great guy, but a good coach besides being a great guy. If you got a son, if I had a son that could play basketball on this level, Ron would be who I'd want him to play for.
Right.
And that's what I think. A good Christian man, all the values that I think that you want.
He's a deacon at Sugar Land Baptist Church. Really complete resume for Coach, and a heck of a golfer as you've experienced head-to-head.
Don't bring that up. He's so much better than I am.
He's better than a lot of people. Lee in, gets the basket.
See how strong Lee is. Now here comes the press. A little 1-2-2 trap. I think it's going to be hard to trap McNeese. They're just too athletic.
Tie game with 7 minutes left to go in the half. Fade away, English. McNeese back and forth. This is what they call windshield wiper basketball, isn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah. And McNeese is doing it with players that didn't start the game.
Great ball movement to Long, now to Lee. Into the corner with Medley Bacon. 8 to shoot, he lays it in.
See, I think that's the result of great balance, but also I think Melody Bacon did not want to foul.
In the corner, here's Francois.
When you press a team, you up the pace. I don't know how they could up it anymore, but they have.
Oh, what a fine Corsalt to the senior on his senior night.
See, I think this change at the point guard position. Corsalt's come in. Now, you got 2 guards in there right now, but he just is so big. He sees the floor so well.
Zion with 7 in his last appearance in a collegiate uniform in the regular season. Steal. Long. Great find to Tordoff. Lee for 3. Offensive rebound, tipped out of bounds. It's McNeese basketball. One more look at this. Huskies playing some good team basketball recently.
Up and down, reverse. What a pass inside the torn-off from Corso. Great penetration and keep the ball inside. On the last possession, I wish Lee would have taken the ball to the basket. But still, it's wide open. You can't fault that.
Colin Warren. Medley Bacon foul.
Yeah, I like that foul by Torres. Medley Bacon had the free throw. Make the big guy step up and earn too. If he makes both of them, so be it.
Kind of a strange looking play, because normally when a guy goes up and down like that, you're thinking up and down, a traveling violation. Yeah. But Medley Bacon had to climb the ladder to bring that one in.
I thought he had a chance to. I was surprised he didn't dunk the ball.
Opportunity to tie the game for the Baltimore, Maryland natives. The third 7-footer in McNeese program history.
Who was one of their great players at McNeese? I'm going to see if you know any basketball here today. Put you on the spot.
Joe Dumars.
Oh, God, yes. I tried to. But, ladies and gentlemen, you can't fake out these young boys. They're on the internet all the time. That's all they do, so they know everything.
One of the best players in Southland Conference history.
That's the way to work, Derek. I didn't know if I thought you were too young.
That means a lot. The bad boy Pistons, Joe Dumars.
Yeah.
JC in. Righty layup, no. Offensive foul on HBU.
Coach Cochran is going crazy right now. He's over on the sideline. You watch this. He comes over. That's a pretty tough call.
Right. Officiating is a tough assignment.
Yeah, especially with athletes who can run, who can jump.
Colin Warren. Tough finish around Jason Thompson. Great to see Jason on the floor. He hasn't played since January 27th. HBU raves about just his character, what he brings to practices. Trying to get position in deep. Long. Another foul on the floor. This time it's on McNeese.
Yes, this time they called Lee. Lee got a block out of the call, and Coach John Aikens, he didn't like that call. He didn't watch it right here. See it go. And once again, I'd probably say this. I'd probably agree that it was a pass. I'd probably say a no call, but I don't want to, be too tough on him. Here's Lee now, shooting about 80%. Opportunity to knock him down.
Top 7 in the league at the foul line.
Shoemate comes back in. He's been a thorn in their side so far. Somebody's got to guard him. He has 4 points right now.
Darius averaging 16.9 points per game. Well on that pace tonight. Thompson fights for the rebound. It rolls all the way out to Christian Corso. And the Huskies can take the lead on this possession. Long. Bring it up. Huskies back by 2. Opportunity to extend the lead. Corso. McNeese settles it down. Lewis fouled on the way in.
Little transition defense right there. Nobody picked up Lewis. He was wide open to the basket.
That'll take us to the under 4. What a great start to this. Fans enjoying a Southland Saturday night here in Houston. Garrett Jones and Van Chancellor on hands. McNeese trying to try the game. It's been back and forth all night long. 9 lead changes 8 times we've been tied, Coach Chancellor.
Oh, yes, and just players, great players. We've had everything from the dunk to McNeese. They've had 8 players to score, 8 different players to score. 35 to 36. We're on the pace to get that 80 I was talking about.
Great way to finish our season slate of basketball games here at HBU this season. Lee with 7 to shoot.
See, I think that's a foul. You're gaining an advantage. Advantage, disadvantage. He's trying to back you down. You reach in and slap the ball away from him. That's a foul. A lot of players don't think that's a foul. I'd rather have that foul called than some of this other ticky-tack block charge call.
19 fouls called so far in this first half. Darius Lee doing a lot of damage at the line so far. 5 of his first 6.
Great touch by our shooter, but that's his 14th point. Lee started out slow scoring in the first 4 minutes, turned it on in the last 60.
That's a good way to describe his game. Coach Cottrell says he's a New York kind of guy, kind of works at his own pace, but they love it. All conference caliber player. When those awards come out here in a couple of days, he's likely to find himself somewhere high on that list.
Tonight, HBU is doing a nice job on this possession of pressing and then coming back in transition and finding their man.
That's Scott in. Lewis. Coaches won't be crazy about that shot.
No, but I'm crazy about the way Lee's rebounding the basketball right now. I like this. Go down, back your man in.
Trying to pass out of it. English 1-on-3. Shoemate with another dunk, his second of the first half.
Great pass by Warren. Shoemate runs the floor. See, you got to reward your kids when they run the floor. Guards, you got to know that. That guy runs it, give it to him.
See, looking to extend the Husky lead. Corsalt never afraid to let it fly. McNeese looking to go back in front. Warren does just that.
Warren does a nice job going baseline to baseline. Somebody's got to pick him up and keep him from driving.
Oh, what a fine C to Lee.
Offensive goaltending, defensive goaltending. You can't block it against the glass. Shoemate blocks it, does a nice job. And Lee does a great job of carrying the ball to the basket, but you can't pin it against the glass.
How about the athletes that we have in this game tonight? You don't see a lot of goaltending calls in this league, nor dunks, but we've had them both in the first half.
You don't see a tomahawk dunk, and you don't see a goaltending call on the other end.
HBU by 1. Huskies can extend the lead. 40 first half points for HBU. That's among their season high in that category.
Well, and we got a minute and 50 seconds left.
Lee with 15. Great find. Corsalt. Thompson after the rebound. Out of bounds to HBU.
See, Thompson did a nice job of keeping the ball alive. He goes up, and a lot of times players will just give up on it. They can't get it. They can't get their hands on it, but they keep it alive.
Lee, way back to the backcourt for JC.
But smart play by Lee. If nobody was open, throw it as far back.
C. Another effort goes.
Yeah, I think C's come in and give him a little get up and go, and it's moved Corso to the 2 guard and C to the point.
Scott. Huskies trying to go up by a couple possessions. Long with the dribble move. Big place on the line in the Southland Conference. The winner will walk away with it. C again.
C's come in and give him tremendous energy on both sides of the floor. He's come in with an opportunity to play.
Arwin Francois gets the answer.
Thompson, you got to come out on the offensive player, but you cannot give up baseline.
Corsalt. Tough shot and one.
What a play, ladies and gentlemen. He drove baseline, turned back over his head. I hope we got that on replay. That would be worth watching. What an offensive play.
KC has a dozen in this first half. Go the line for the Bakers dozen. Here's one more look.
Okay, look at this now. Drive. I thought he got fouled right there. Turned over his head, shot it back. He's left-handed, shot it right-handed. Count the basket and the free throw.
HBU by 6. Huskies' largest lead of the day, and John Aiken needs a timeout.
Yes, this is that timeout.
He's a champion as of today.
Or who you don't want to match up.
Right.
In other words, you may not want to match up against McNeese because they're so athletic.
Right.
As a coach, different coaches, they don't want to play certain teams.
Largest deficit of the day for the Cowboys, coming over from Lake Charles. About 2.5-hour drive from Houston. Francois, no. Long can hold for the last shot. Behind the back, Long. Back to C. Jade blocked. Scott. Warren at the buzzer. No. Taylor, no. And that's how the first half comes to the end. Windshield wipers flying over the sharp gym court in this first half. A combined 98 points on the scoreboard. And Coach Cottrell's squad.
It's just the way it is. And now, but once you get to the conference tournament, we talked about matchups, but at the same time, it's just a question of you got to play good. You got to get over there to the Merrill Center. Great place to play and play your best basketball of the year.
As they run right now, Huskies would face 8th seed Incarnate Word in the first round.
But 19 more minutes of basketball.
Sam Hoffman got the tray. A career-high 5 from distance the last time out. Hoffman makes it a 9-point game.
Yeah, but when you're wide open like he is, it's easier to make them than with someone in your face.
9-point lead, the largest of the day for HBU. McNeese led by 5 early. Huskies trying to pay back McNeese for the loss in the conference opener.
Right now, the HBU's defense is pretty doggone good.
Inside, Kellen Taylor with the answer.
Here comes a little full court pressure. McNeese's whole thought process is trying to pick up HBU before they get into the offense because they're so athletic.
Darius Lee with one of his signature first halves of the season. 15 points. Toledo scores. Hoffman. Zach Scott the rebound. Right to the rim. Scott coming off the bench to start this game. He gets the starting assignment in the second half.
He does a nice job of getting to the rack early. Penetration.
5-point game. Hoffman fouled.
You'll see right now what McNeese just does. Goes baseline, goes behind the back, has the presence to lay it in. Scott's done a great job. I guess he's thinking about that last 3 ball he made.
Long into Tordoff. Great up and under. Tordoff draws the contact.
Yeah, and then you draw a foul. Now this is foul number 3 on the big kid, on the 7-footer. More than likely it's going to be time to take him out now. But not only that, watch this foul. Tordoff does a nice job of getting him up in the air and drawing the foul. So next time he won't be as aggressive on defense because he don't want to come out of the game. All kids want to play.
Zion 3 of 3 at the foul line tonight. HBU, as Coach mentioned, they've only missed 2 tonight. They have been so good at the line in their last 3. How about 55 of 65 at the line in their last 3 games?
Yes, and that's why they've been in those games. They just lost some tough games. They lost 2 games by 3 points at the end of the game to another game by 5. Got to find a way to close one out. You got a 7-point lead. Find a way.
1-point loss on Wednesday night. I asked Coach pregame last time out about the free throw shooting, and he kind of laughed it off, saying, look, guys are just concentrating right now. You want to be as focused and dialed in as you can in March. Taylor loses focus. HBU basketball.
So, free throw shooting is a belief in yourself. But let me say this to you. Garrett, when you make a free throw, it's easier for me to make one. When you miss one, I have a tendency to miss it myself. And when everybody's hitting them, it's just so much easier to make those shots. Don't ask me why that's true, but it is true.
It's a very psychological part of the game. HBU looking for some breathing room. They've led by as many as 9. Tordoff. Foul comes on HBU.
Now, I might have been a little hard on the refs in the first half, but that was a charge all the way. Great call. I probably was off base, ref. So if you ever watch this tape, overlook me.
Really, the Southland, you get a variety of officials in this league. They all have a tough assignment.
Yeah,
and they do a great job, generally speaking.
Yeah, no doubt, because this league is made up of a lot of 6'2" to 6'7" athletes.
Right.
They're not just size, but you look at this McNeese team; they're just so athletic.
Zach Scott for three. Boy, Scott makes it a 4-point game. He really has kind of embraced the role of HBU killer. Had 24 points and the game-winning three in Lake Charles in January. In the first matchup between these two. Lee and Tordoff with the two-man game. Darius with the long runner.
Yes, when he got the 7-footer on her, he didn't try to take it to the basket. He faked him and taking a short jumper.
And that's a hard shot to make with that right hand. Two-possession lead for HBU. McNeese trying to claw back in it. Taylor at the rim, and one.
Taylor, you cannot give up the baseline. You learn in the 7th grade basketball, no baseline. And right there at that time, HBU gave Taylor the baseline. But I like the fact that Taylor could take it up in a number of defenders and have the presence to score.
And how about the size that Taylor brings from the guard position? 6'6", 215. Only a sophomore.
Every time I think that HBU's got this game kind of under control, get up 6 or 7, here comes McNeese with another great play.
Give the Cowboys a lot of credit coming on over from Lake Charles. They had a tough game their last time out against UIW. They fell by 2 in their home finale. Corsalt fighting. Foul comes on McNeese. Jonathan Massey charged with his first.
Yeah, Yumi's got to come in now and give him some offense. He's got to get on the block and at least go to the basket. If he can't get there, feed it outside.
Corsalt's taking what the defense gives him. Christian Corsalt with 15 points. Long nearly steals the inbound.
Right now you're seeing HBU pick up a little bit. Every now and then what they'll do, they'll pick up, just trying to disrupt what McNeese is trying to do.
There's a great look at that basket from Christian Corsalt. Corey over on the camera, our all-star crew.
They've done a nice job all year.
They absolutely have.
The truck, the camera guys. This is our first endeavor. I think that group of people have been outstanding.
Long the rebounds. Lee up ahead. Hoffman, the extra pass.
See, that's what I love about Lee. Great player, does a lot of great things, but he's unselfish. He'll give up the ball.
7-point game. Not even 5 minutes into this second half. If you weren't with us for the first frame, it was back and forth until HBU got control late. Taylor trying to make sure they can't get it again.
See, when they come off of the screen, both defenders went away and left Taylor. You cannot leave McNeese wide open. They just shoot the ball too well. They need a hand in their face.
$17 points for Darius Lee. Yemi and one.
See, that was made possible because of Lee. Garrett Lee was set up. He had the baseline wide open. He drives to the basket. Big done a nice job though of penetrating and dishing the ball off to an open player. And that's what happened on the last possession.
Zachy Yemi, part of HBU's really strong foul shooting big men. 69% on the year.
Now, I'll say one thing this year, we have not jinxed them. We've talked about it, and they still kept on shooting. Here comes a little three-quarters court trap.
That could really be an advantage down the stretch for HBU when we see more foul shots. Yeah. McNeese shoots just 65% the line. That's 6th in the league. They won't need them if they get runners up the glass like that. English makes it back to a 5-point game.
English does a nice job of getting it on the glass. C's going to come back in now. Somebody's got to stop and guard English.
Corsoltz. High arcing shot wouldn't go. Here come the Cowboys. Francois, the answer.
When Francois comes in the game, I'm going to say this much about their sub. They come in firing electrically.
Absolutely. Energized second unit for first-year head coach John Aiken. Corsoltz, no. Back-to-back misses for HBU's point guard. Warren. And would have given McNeese the lead.
If Warren can make that shot, give it to him. He's falling back, going on.
Darius Lee turned away. Another chance. HBU basketball.
I thought Lee might have gotten fouled there, but sometimes a big old strong player, they just don't get that call. It don't look like they got fouled.
JC in for HBU. Bryson Long will grab a breather. Lee intercepted by English. Trey fouled. He can tie the game at the line. How about the response from McNeese? They go down by 7, and since then have initiated a 5-0 run.
It's all when you have the ball under your basket, out of bounds, and you can't get it in, and the other team shoots a layup on the other end. As a coach, that's about as demoralizing a thing as did ever happen to me.
Trey English at the line. 77% foul shooter.
I didn't think C could do any other thing but take the foul, because if he don't, he's going to give up a wide open layup.
Tie game in Houston. HBU is led by as many as 9 in this half. Yemi. Foul comes on McNeese.
Yes. I think they wanted to foul that. I thought they had a load, and they did. They were going to have trouble with my man, Big Zach. HBU got to get the ball in bounds. Yes, don't worry about scoring.
They're really flying in passing lanes right now. Cohen Taylor tips that one out of bounds.
They're really overguarding Lee. Lee's got 17 at this time. I think they've made up their mind at McNeese. We're not going to let Lee beat us. Somebody else might.
JC off the inbound. Corsoltz. For his last 3 from the field. Lee cleans up the mess.
So when you get Lee around the basket, he's a finisher.
19 points for Darius Lee. Top 3 in the conference at 54% from the field. English ties it again. Strap in. We might have a thriller for you down the stretch at HBU.
I'm going to change it. It may not be 80 to 80. It might need to be 100.
JC. 113 minutes left to go. His final regular season game in the Southland Conference. Warren draws the foul. JC can't believe it.
Yeah. C thought that they might have walked on that play. Pretty tough play right here.
Here he is on the offensive end.
Yes, what a nice play. Great ability to hang in the air.
McNeese throwing it in. Led by 5 early in that first half. Ever since then has been pretty much nip and tuck, all things considered. HBU pressures the inbound on their defensive ends.
Little 2-3 zone. I like it. A little change of pace. See if you can stop penetration.
Taylor posting up. Shoemate adjusts and scores. Tied up again. 10 ties in this game. He turned away, out of bounds off of Frayne Swamp.
Nice job of creating. I think somebody, when he goes baseline, one of the big kids has got to drive and drop to the basket.
Lead to throw in for HBU. Tipped out of bounds by Shoemate. This is a real strength for the Cowboys guarding the inbound.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. HBU they hadn't had an opportunity to score. They've had real opportunities. They've had struggles to get the ball in bounds. Long arm, McNeese, athletic. They're just jumping out, covering everything in the passing lanes. You name it.
Get into Iayemi here. Zach trapped in the corner. They get the steal. Jason Thompson intercepts. See. Lee. No, he's fouled though.
I like the fact that Lee turned down the three ball shot and carried it to the rim and drew the foul.
Here's one more. Level in Houston as Darius Lee goes to the line trying to break the stalemate. 19 points for Darius. And a good foul shooter at that, 79%. Huskies still 17 of 19 at the line today. 11 and 14 at the line for McNeese. Coach, earlier this year at the South Plain Tip-Off Tournament, which you were at, they played in a game in which there were 88 fouls called.
Yes.
In double overtime against UNO.
Oh, yeah. Way too many fouls. You got to be able to control. The game is actually 66 to 65. They just changed it.
Inside, Medley Bacon takes the lead. McNeese has come back from 9 down in this second half to take us advantage. C waits. Oh, he almost had the shot he wanted. Jump ball. Possession going back with McNeese.
Right there. C did a nice job of doing everything you want to do, but couldn't finish the shot. Right. Ball fake, got the big kid up, shot it. You got to knock that down.
And now McNeese gets the basketball back with a chance to extend its lead. 5-point cushion for them in the first frame with 11:42 left. English out of bounds. Stays with McNeese. Much to the chagrin of this Saturday night crowd on hand.
And the coach. The coach wasn't happy with that call. He thought he'd run off of their leg.
Coach Contra on your screen. Medley Bacon foul. Zach Iayemi charged with the personal.
Yeah, I thought Zach did a nice job with his hands up. But you look at it, Medley Bacon came into him a little bit. Great offensive play. This has just turned into one heck of a game.
Medley Bacon 72% this year. Transferred from VCU, played in all 13 games for the Rams last season. Won the A-10 last year, was part of that VCU squad that had to forfeit its game due to COVID-19 in the NCAA tournament.
Little clink in the armor, couldn't make the free throws. You got to think about that late in the game. Might be somebody you had to foul.
HBU going for the lead. Iayemi, no.
I thought if there was one foul on one end, I thought it's the same play on. I thought they missed. I thought if the big kid for them got a foul, HBU should have got a foul.
Shoemate was on the ground. Husky fans wanted to travel. Instead, it's Medley Bacon and one. Why was there no travel call there?
I don't know, but I think you had body contact on both ends with the same players involved. I think you got to have some consistency in what one referee was under, another referee didn't see it.
That's part of what is so fickle about refereeing is there is the human element, of course. These guys have done a solid job tonight.
And one time, one player's under the basket. I mean, one ref and they see the same call 2 different ways.
HBU led 60-51. Since then, it's a 19-6 McNeese run. Lee, the answer. Back to a 2-point game.
I think that's the same play that they need to run at crucial points. This game is going to seesaw, but right now, defensively, HBU's got to step it up a hair right now.
Under 10 left to go in Houston. Shoemate. Jason Thompson pulls it out.
I like Shoemaker as a player. I really like some things he does. He's very athletic. He goes up.
Foul on McNeese. That's number 7.
Going to the 1+1 with 9:38. That could be a difference right now. 9:38, 1+1.
Especially when we mentioned it earlier, HBU as a unit, especially recently, shoots at the line so much better than McNeese does. The Cowboys 6th in the league in that category.
Yes, but see now, he's a 63% shooter, but he's got to be able to knock them down right now. This is the crucial part of the game. You can miss them in the first 30 minutes. You got to make them in the last 10 minutes. You're going to win any games.
See the sophomore out of Queens. Level again. And now the 1-2 punch of he and Christian Corsalt on display as KC takes the floor.
Lee's going to take a break with 9:38, 70-70. HBU's got to hold on just long enough to get him back in the game.
Colin Warren out of Elkins High School here in Houston. Throws it away. Hoffman to steal. Sam at the lay-in.
See, for a big guy, he's so athletic. And what a steal right there. What a play late in the game. Good job, Sam.
And HBU fans love his style of play. Just no holds barred every time on the floor. Huskies back on top. McNeese trying to respond. Warren, no. Medley Bacon ties the game.
He's been a heck of a factor into this game. Right now, he's got 12 points on the average and about 7.5. He's got 14 now.
8:48 left to go. Poured off into the game with the screen. Foul comes on McNeese.
Could be a pivotal point of this game. The big man gets his 4th foul right now. It's not the free throws that HBU's going to shoot. He has been a factor. He's had 14 points. He's done a great job of defending and blocking out. He has 4 rebounds.
Christian Corsalt to the line for HBU. Transfer from Nevada. Played for Coach Steve Alford there last year.
And we're checking 2 things. Lee went out for HBU 70-70. At this time, Medley Bacon went out basically 72 all. Let's see what it changes.
Huskies by 2. Have led by as many as 9 in the second half.
I think right now HBU's got to find a way to keep penetration, keep McNeese out of the lane.
Traveling call.
Nice call, ref. He moved. I was watching him. I thought he walked. Lots of times, that's the call that is not made because it don't quite look like walking. But if you're watching their feet, they are. A little pressure right now. If you're McNeese, you got to, if you're HBU, you got to get it in, get it to your point guard, clear, let them run it.
Corsalt around the double. Long. Foul on HBU. Jason Thompson can't believe the call.
1-1.
Here's a good look at the Charlotte, North Carolina native. Junior for HBU. They love what he brings to the table. Haven't gotten the opportunity to show him off this season as much as the coaching staff would have liked. There's a good look at Coach Cottrell. Really talks about how great of a kid Jason is. You see it there, grabbing a rebound.
Nice rebound. Get it to Long. Get it to Corson. Let a guard handle the ball.
Bryson with the head fake and the bucket.
I like the kid's confidence. When he thinks that every shot he's got, he's going to make. Now, this defense right here, you got to get between them and the basket. Don't worry about the out right there.
Jonathan Massey, wild shot. It goes in. That's indicative of the kind of game we've had tonight.
Yeah. But somewhere in there, you got to stop that penetration. You're too much worried about the three ball.
Huskies by 2. Tordoff on his senior night. Oh my, what a shot, what a move, Zion Tordoff.
On the baseline, up and under.
Multi-bucket lead for HBU. Kellen Taylor sticks with it the whole way and answers. Back to a 2-point game.
Might be Darius Lee time coming back in the game with about 7 minutes to go in the game.
Tordoff. No, he'll have foul shots coming. Zion Tordoff trying to take over the game his last time suiting up in a regular season game. Still under 7 left to go. Don't go up. It's Darius Lee. Time his third double-double of the season with 24 points and 10 rebounds. He's back on the floor.
Yes, and I also like this. We got Lee back in the game, and then HBU's got Corso back in the game. These are two players that have been really good offensively, and Tordoff right now is just that's 6 for 6 from the free throw line. And you got to be able to keep. Doesn't put a little arch on the ball, but it doesn't make any difference how the shot looks as long as it goes in.
23 of 27 after the miss tonight. One basket game.
Switch to a 2-3 zone.
Kellen Taylor. Francois got the tying bucket. How about that sequence?
Yes, I thought that was by McNeese. Give them credit. They hustled there to the ball, kicked it out. Right now, it looks like that HBU is now going to get 2 free throws. McNeese is in the double penalty. It's going to be the ability for HBU to knock down free throws. Because right now, defensively, they don't really have an answer for what McNeese is doing. They're just shooting the ball so well. So you're going to knock down your free throws.
Corsalt's a 71% foul line shooter out of Los Angeles. English and Shoemake back in for McNeese. Huskies trapped toward the baseline. Three. Good. Zach Scott takes the lead for McNeese.
Every big three that McNeese has had to make in the last 2 minutes of this game, they have made. What great shooting.
5 and change left to go. Long. Shoemake pulls down the board. And suddenly McNeese with an opportunity to extend its lead. Scott again. Lee gobbles up rebound number 11 tonight. Great vision. Tordoff takes the lead.
Lee does a great job of looking up the court. He not only can handle the ball, he can handle it without looking at it. What a pass.
That's assist number 3 on the night for Darius. Coach Cottrell really lauds how much of a great and willing passer he is. Shoemate, no. Rebound out to Darius.
Take your time. Get the ball to the right person to get the shot.
Tordoff running the offense from the post. Nice move. Offensive rebound. Tordoff sticks with it and scores.
Yeah, here's the senior that wants to go out a winner. What a great play by Tordoff. Tremendous effort.
18 points for Zion coming up on his season and HBU career high. Playing with 4 fouls. That's number 5. Wow, and that's how Zion Tordoff's senior night ends. That was a late whistle, too.
Yeah, a delayed whistle. I didn't see that call. I thought that was a basket good. We talk about turning points of games. I don't think there's any doubt this is a big. He's got 18 points. He's played so hard. And he thought he had his hands up. He's trying to explain to the ref. That's a tough call. I think that player going out really hurts them at this time.
Standing ovation for Tordoff, too. He's really meant a lot to HBU this season. Will be a big part of however long the tournament run goes. What a great effort to end his regular season on.
Yeah, in a game like this, no offensive free throws. You got the 2 inside positions. You especially block out the shooter, block out the 7-footer.
Ellen Taylor, 0 for 2. Darius Lee, the rebound.
Come down. I'd like to see Lee get an opportunity to score. Tordoff was the one scoring. You got to look at Lee now.
Darius can pass the ball as well. Great feed. Hoffman. He's still playing within a bucket. Late second half. Scott. What a basket. Zach Scott again. He has a dozen. Timeout on the floor. Our final stoppage of the evening. Really good game. Garrett Jones and Van Chancellor here with you for an exciting finish. Coach, the last regular season, the Southland Conference schedule, not a bad game for it.
Yes, and right now I'm going to say this. Sam Hoffman, EAM's got to step up here and make some plays at the end of the game.
5th place in the conference on the line. The winner of this game will take it. The loser will play in the 6-7 game versus Northwestern State in the first round. Both of these are locked into playing on the conference's first day on Wednesday. Orsol. Tough shot. No bounce. Foul comes. It's on McNeese, and Brendan Madeley-Bacon has fouled out of the game as well. Oh, beg your pardon. No, it's on Taylor. Okay. Yeah, Brendan. Big free throws for Zaki Yemi as HBU, which is led by as many as 9 points in the second half, tries to bring this one on home down the stretch.
Yes, and right now, he's been really good from the free throw. I said that HBU, I think that McNeese has a lot of players, got a lot of fouls to give. And I think that HBU is going to have to knock down some free throws and get one big defensive rebound here in the last 3 minutes.
Christian Corsalt guarding English. Medley-Bacon with 4 fouls. Warren. No. Medley-Bacon, no. Rebound secured by Hoffman. Huskies lead by a bucket.
That's a tough rebound right there. That's the rebound that might make a difference in the game.
HBU going for win number 10 on the season tonight. They've already surpassed their win total combined for the last 2 seasons prior. Lee foul. What a night for Darius Lee. Yeah. 23 points already on the scoreboard.
And I think he'll have to get about 4 more for HBU to close out a win. Nice call right there. I think when you got 4 fouls, you just got to step up and put your hands up and not block the shot. But here's what worries me. You bring in Shimei. He had but 8 points in about 18 minutes of play. He's lightening the score right here.
Lee to the line. Darius is a senior by eligibility, but he does have the COVID season, and it was senior night. Darius was not out there getting honored. So one thing we know for sure is he is not playing his college basketball. He is not, I should say, this is not his season of final college basketball. He will be back next year. He was absolutely in the discussion for the conference player of the year. 1 for 2 at the line. Medley Bacon adjusts. Wow. And a nice finish to Shoemake. 2-point game. Huskies have led by as many as 9 in the second half. McNeese had a 5-point lead in the first. Lee trying to take this game over. Rebound. Pinballs out of bounds to McNeese. Tough play with a lot of bodies going after that ball.
Yes, and they had a great finish in McNeese. Looks like we're about to have a great finish right here, 88-86.
It's a 3-point game signed at the end of regulation. Darius Lee had a game-tying layup late. Zach Scott had the go-ahead 3. English will take it in the front court and set up offense for John Aiken. 2:08 left to go in the game. What's the message from Coach Aiken's huddle right now?
I think they're not playing like a team that struggled on the road. This is as good a basketball as I've seen any team come to HBU all year and play. They've shot the ball well. They've got 86 points.
Both teams have that unempirical scrappiness to them that maybe you wouldn't see in every conference down to the current 5th and 6th seeds. Shoemake showing that off. He ties the game. 88 all under 2 minutes left to go. What more could you ask for?
Yes.
In March, no less.
And you got to have a ball screen.
Hoffman for the lead. Got it.
What? Hey, you talk about, hey, bad shot. Nothing but net. Good shot, buddy. Defensively. Right now, here comes a stop.
Huskies by 3 in front of a great Saturday night crowd. Scott feeling it again. Zach Scott with 14 points. As they run, he's averaged 19 points per game in the 2 contests against the Huskies this year. 1-point game. Lee with 10 to shoot. Hoffman.
Short.
Under a minute left. English carving out for McNeese. 5th place on the line in the league. Right to the rim. McNeese on top. 1-point game, 40 seconds left. Corsalt the take and the bucket. HBU back up 1.
Defensively, somebody's got to match up with English. No penetration. Rebound this missed shot.
Shot clock and game clock about 10 seconds apart. Stolen away, Darius Lee. The Euro. Corsalt, no. The follow, yes. Huskies by 3, 17 seconds left. What a sequence. The Huskies just never quit.
What a great lead out of the game. If you get the ball, he's going to go back in the game.
If you're McNeese, do you bring the ball into the front court and call your last timeout?
Oh, no, I'm going to take this ball in the open court. English is just too good. He can penetrate.
HBU's been burned in these situations before, including Wednesday night in New Orleans. 13 seconds left to go. English. Foul by Hoffman and an opportunity for an and 1. That just sucked all the air out of Sharp Jim. But what a basket by English. Unbelievable.
We just talked about it during the timeout. It didn't make no difference. Let them penetrate. Let them have that shot. You got 9 seconds. You're just playing.
Season high 16 points for Trey.
Now we got a little discussion right here.
A little animosity and a lot of tension, a lot on the line tonight. Both teams not wanting to end their regular seasons with a loss, especially in the game for HBU in which they led by 9 points.
The one thing you didn't want to do there was to take the foul. Let him handle the basket. Let the clock run.
Coach Coxell still has one timeout in his back pocket. Officials still working something out with both head coaches. English makes the free throw. Timeout on the floor. 9.8 seconds left.
Male player for that matter. But right now, you can get the ball to force it, clear it out, and let him rock and roll. Or get it to Lee.
Huskies had a chance to win the game Wednesday night. New Orleans could not get a shot off. In the final 20 seconds, 9.8 here. Corsalt with 7. Huskies will play it out. Lee. No! Overtime it is in Sharp Gym. Lee had a great look for the win, couldn't get the 3, and we need an extra session on a Saturday night. Still working out the 5 minutes on the clock. Free basketball in Houston. Who says no? Yeah. Lee with the hustle play, controls for HBU. Long. No. Corsalt. How about the minutes that Jason Thompson has given HBU tonight?
Yeah, he's come in, been very good.
9 to shoot for Corsalt. KC to beat the shot clock buzzer. Thompson sticks it back up and in. What a story. Jason Thompson in his first game since January 27th, 6 the bucket in OT. English. No. Rebound Hoffman. Trey tied the game late with a career-high 17 tonight. Huskies looking to dominate this final session. Lee. Foul on McNeese.
Lee is just too big for his defender right there. Did a nice job of getting the floor open, getting it spread, let him go to the rack, put him on the free throw line.
Darius to the line. What a game for him tonight. 26 points, 12 rebounds. His third double-double of the season. Two-time Southland Conference Player of the Week. Out of Harlem, New York. .28 after the friendly roll.
See, Thompson's athletic enough to jump out and guard the perimeter.
Zach Scott. Offensive rebound out to English.
See, Long's got to rebound the ball. He went out. When a three-point shooter misses it, you got to rebound the ball.
Taylor. Foul comes on the Huskies. And the HBU bench and fan base is incensed. Hoffman called for that one.
Now, McNeese, and Sam was pushing. I just watched him. You cannot come up that close. You got to get back.
Kellen Taylor sticks the first foul shot. 4 scores in double digits tonight for McNeese. 3 for HBU, including Corsalt and Lee, who are both over 23. That's the first time we've seen that happen for HBU this season. Back to a 2-point game. Under 3.5 left in the extra session.
What a game.
For assault. Ten to shoot for Darius Lee. Thompson.
I wish I would have been really Lee to have shot that ball and not be selfish sometimes.
Zach Scott hit the big shot against HBU back in January. Taylor, tightly guarded. 5 to shoot. They slip it through, and Lewis ties the game. How about that? You run the shot clock all the way down.
And I thought HBU had them trapped twice, but could not seemingly get the basketball.
Corsalt out of bounds. HBU basketball. Francois providing tight defense.
Got to be able to get the ball in bounds right now because McNeese has been awfully tough. You got plenty of time on the shot clock.
They're over 2 minutes left to play in OT. Corsalt has 21. Lee turned away. Shoemate with the block. Bodies hit the floor. What a rebound by Lee. KC. They beat the buzzer, but nothing more. McNeese with the basketball. Under 2 left to play in the extra session. Lee fouls. Thought he had a clean steal. So did Coach Cottrell. Man, the HBU football team, several players over here out to our right. Those guys were about at midcourt.
Well, as much as physical contact's going on tonight, that is a pretty tough call right there now.
Now Lee, again, top 7 in the nation, not just the Southland, the nation in steals.
McNeese has done a nice job of shooting free throws also in this game.
5-0 run to take the lead. Cowboys by 2 on the road. Timeout, Ron Cottrell. We'll take a...
In robotic-assisted surgeries.
Nothing to worry about.
If the people we treat aren't treated as people.
Such a good job. Good. Yeah.
Memorial Hermann. Advancing health, personalizing.
Overtime in Houston, it's a 2-point game. Huskies with the basketball. Led by as many as 9 in that second half. McNeese has kept with them the entire way. Looking to end their 5-game losing streak. Huskies looking to get number 5 seed in the Southland Conference. Lee, no, won't go. McNeese pulls it away. Looking to take a stranglehold on this game in the extra session.
Plenty of time left. You don't have to foul. You don't have to pressure. You're going to get another possession if you can get a stop.
Scott off the screen. McNeese looking for what could be a dagger. Taylor, no. Rebound still loose. Shot clock sounds. Back with HBU.
You got an opportunity.
And John Aiken wants the referees to take a second look at that. Miles Lewis to throw it in when we get the court toweled out. Winner of this game gets Incarnate Word in the first round of the Southland Conference Tournament. On a bounce to Taylor. Fresh shot clock. 13 seconds to shoot for Scott. Hoffman cuts him off. Francois, no. Hoffman the board. Huskies control. 21 seconds left to go. Lee for the tie. No, but he's fouled. 18.2 showing on the clock.
I thought HBU did a great job of getting the rebound out. Watch it right now. And getting the ball long. Did a great job of getting it to Lee on the other end. Now he's got to be able to. He's been a really good free throw shooter all year. Now it's time to step up and see if he can make one.
Huskies 28 of 33 from the line. They've drained 83 of their last 98 shots over their last 4 games. Tough bounce there for a really good foul shooter. .79% on the year. McNeese fighting to end their 5-game losing streak. Give them a ton of credit. They've washed away almost a double-digit halftime deficit. Played really well in overtime. Lee makes it 100 for HBU. Huskies likely will look to steal the inbound. They haven't fouled yet. Court salts right near midcourt. That's a great job by McNeese to run 5 seconds off the clock.
Yes, you got to be able to make that foul. But you still got to remember now, you still got plenty of time. If he makes both of them, you're only down 3, and you got almost 14 seconds to go. Now what you have to do is make sure you block out Lewis. Lewis is only a 56% free throw shooter. If he misses it, you got to block him out.
5 points tonight. Has started, but it's kind of taken a background role this evening. There's a big foul shot. No. First one won't go. A very big second one looms large.
You got to block out. Because, hey, it's much easier to make 2 points than it is 3. That's just the way it is. You got to block out against Lewis. Get it inbound.
Tough second free throw made. Huskies can tie or take the lead on this possession. Corsalt with 10. And in the front court, and Ron Cottrell burns his second timeout. 1 left for the Huskies. Good timeout.
Why do you want to? It's just been a great game. This is one of those games you just really hate to see somebody lose.
10.6 left to work with for the Huskies. And the McNeese bench is charged up. The referees bringing them back down to their feet. Corsalt to throw it in. Looped into Sam Hoffman. 8 to go. Lee in the corner. 5 to shoot. Darius with 3. They have to go. Lee, tough shot in. Darius Lee beats the buzzer. We are tied at 102. What a shot, Lee.
What a play by Lee. Now standing up. I know that the supervisor would like to really wring my neck right now, but I just don't see it. These are kids. These are coaches. Then I just don't see it now.
Taylor to throw it in. Shoemate loses it. Oh, Bryson Long hit a length of the floor shot. The buzzer had sounded, but man, what a shot by Long. No, HBU wants to take a look at it. That one was well fresh for the conference tournament.
Yes, and right now, you can't be tired. You're 20, 21 years old. You got to play.
Jason Thompson and Christian Shoemate to battle at the center circle. Second overtime from Sharp Jim. It'll be McNeese basketball. How about that first OT, though? HBU built up as much as a 5-point lead. McNeese roars back on a 7-0 run to take the lead. And then the Huskies, with very late heroics, end up sending the game to a second session. Both teams played their hearts out in that frame.
Right now, HBU's got to find the answer to Inglis. He's taking this ball screen and driving to the basket.
Career high 17 for him. Lewis, no foul. Both teams in the double bonus, so free throws coming.
Now this foul out of the game.
Miles Lewis to the line. 6 points for him. If you're just now getting tuned in, you missed a barn burner. HBU had a trio of possessions to lead in the second half. JC in for HBU, the first change we've seen from Ron Cottrell in the last 10 minutes or so.
What I like about McNeese, they're doing the old dribble drive right now, to where they're spreading the floor, dribble driving, whoever they kick it to is dribble driving. Pretty hard to defend right now with their athletes.
Lewis misses the front end.
Got to block out. Thompson, you hadn't played a lot. Step across.
1 for 2. McNeese has had some costly misses down the stretch. Cowboys leading by 1. Corsalt off the window and in. 23 points for Christian Corsalt.
Christian Corsalt has done a great job of penetrating. But right now, you got to stop this dribble penetration by McNeese.
HBU career high for him. Shoemate. Pretty move. No basket. Rebound, Darius Lee. And the Huskies looking for ever valuable insurance points. They're trying to create some kind of separation in this game.
Don't think there's going to be any separation.
Corsalt. Foul. Free throws coming. Francois out of the game after the foul. A very good free throw shooter going to the line for HBU. Jonathan Massey sent to check in for McNeese. How about the work the Huskies have done at the line tonight? 32 makes in 38 tries.
Oh, yes. But I like his rotation on the ball. He shoots it up. He's got a great follow-through. Follow-through is part of shooting.
Stays a 2-point game after the miss. How about 18 lead changes in this game? 18 times we've been tied. Zach Scott hit the dagger against the Huskies in Lake Charles. No. Oh, wow. Christian Shoemate with the elevation. Tied again in Houston.
What a dunk. We've had 2 monster dunks tonight.
Nearly lost it. 10 to shoot for Bryson Long. Lee. Thompson lost it. Stolen by English. McNeese on the break. Warren foul. If you're HBU, that could have been a lot worse out there on the run out.
Yes.
What a job by Warren, though, to draw the contact for the Cowboys. Here's one more look.
Yeah. Great penetration. I'll say one thing for the refs. They called that immediately. They called 2 shots right off the bat. They said he was gathering the ball.
Timeout prior to the miss. Referee's checking in at the scores table. Tristan Moore into the game for HBU. Has played just 4 minutes tonight. This is a game where everybody on the bench has to be ready to jump in.
That's a tough call right there. He missed the free throw. They blew the horn because I think C had 5 fouls. Now he's going to make it.
Yeah, Coach Cottrell does not like the call. One more for Colin Warren. McNeese by 2. 19th lead change of the night. Coach Cottrell talks all the time about how Sharp Gym is such an awesome place to watch a collegiate basketball game. These folks are really getting their money's worth tonight. We'll step aside one more time. 2:55 left to go in double OT.
Robotic-assisted surgeries.
Nothing to worry about.
If the people we treat aren't treated as people.
Such a good job, Joe. Yeah.
Memorial Hermann. Advancing health personalized.
Back in overtime, Christian Corsolt right off the rip just missed inside. McNeese with the basketball, 2.5 left to go. Trey English, the true freshman, with 17 tonight. Huskies fighting to stay with them. 8 to shoot. Massey with the jam. McNeese by 4. Final regular season game in the Southland Conference. Corsolt lost it, stolen by Shoemate. Massey controls Warren on the break. 6-0 run for McNeese. Still a lot of time left if you're HBU. Lee and one. What an answer. That's exactly what you needed if you're HBU.
I have right now, you got plenty of time. Minute 44 to go. You got to be able to make the play.
Career high opportunity here for Darius Lee as you get one look at the Colin Warren jam.
Yes.
33 points, a new high water mark for Darius Lee.
You're down 3.
Anybody's ball game.
Oh, yeah, still.
It's really been that way the whole way tonight.
Yeah, you got to be able to find a stop right here.
90 seconds and counting from historic Sharp Gym.
I think it hurt HBU that they've had 3 key players to foul out. I thought Torna fouled out with 4 minutes to go in regulation. It was a key play.
6 to shoot. Scott. Rebounds. Foul. HBU basketball. Christian Shoemate is irate. Free throws on the other end.
This is a heck of a situation for a freshman to be in now. He'll be on the line shooting 2.
How about Tristan Moore to get one look here? You mentioned it, Coach, a true freshman, 6'7", 195.
Yes. Did a nice job of rebounding the basketball.
How about the matchup there? That's fascinating. Shoemate 6'7", 194.
Yep.
Those two guys are listed as within a pound in the same height of each other.
Yeah, now you got to be able to make free throws. And now don't get desperate. If you make both free throws, you're only down 1. You got 3 more possessions in this game.
Moore, very good foul shooter, 81% on the year.
Got ice water in those veins. You see him step up, gains close, and nothing but net.
Opportunity to make a 1-point game here. McNeese is led by 6 in this second overtime. Perfect.
He would look over here and say, hey, Coach, I've been making those all my life.
1-point game in Houston. Timeout for John Aiken. What's the message in both huddles?
Yes, I don't think there's any doubt. Settle high ball screen out here about the volleyball line. Run screen it and then...
If you're just now getting tuned in, a career high 33 points for Darius Lee. The Huskies led 95-92 late. They committed a foul on an and-1 play late. 5th seed is on the line in the Southland Conference. The winner of this game gets Incarnate Word in the first round on Wednesday. Zion Tordop fouled out late in his senior night for HBU. Big C is also fouled out. Grant Party is 4. Zach Scott, under a minute left to play. Moore goes for the steal. 7 to shoot. Scott in. Turned away. Foul called on Jason Thompson. Zach Scott ran the shot clock all the way down.
Then HBU went for the ball fake. They should have just stayed down and made him make an outstanding shot outside.
Zach Scott goes to the stripe. The foul goes on Corsalt. That's his third. Scott 90% at the line. One of the best shooters in the league at a 40-40-90 clip for the major three shooting categories. 2-point game at Sharp. These fans have not let up all night long. Cold-blooded. 3-point game.
You don't have to have a three. You got 46 seconds. Dribble, penetrate to the basket, and then put the press on.
Corsalt in the lead. Darius off the glass and in.
I like that play.
35 points for Lee. It's a 1-point game with 30 seconds left. Timeout called by... Oh, wait, pick your
we got a shot clock.
Shot clock error.
Yeah.
These two just about dead even, playing their hearts out. He's trying to avenge the first loss of the season to this group. 25 seconds left to go. Zach Scott. Guarded by Lee. Top 7 in the league in steals per game. And to shoot for English. Foul by Long. 8 seconds showing on the shot clock. And English will shoot 2. What do you make of the foul given there by Long?
I thought that waited too late. If you're going to foul, I thought you ought to take the foul early.
And how about McNeese at the foul line? They're really tightening it up late.
Yeah, they went through a little spell where they couldn't make any. But now when HBU gets it, if he makes it, you're going to have to go for the 3 ball. You don't have time.
English 2 for 2. Career high performance for him. Huskies need a 3. 12 seconds left to go. Corsalt in the front court, and they get their last timeout. If you're Coach Cottrell, who are you going to for a 3 in this situation?
I don't think there's any doubt. I'm going to Long. I think that I might even go to the...
Key has been part of the HBU program since he was a student manager 31 years ago. See him there off to your left. Byron Rim, former Prairie View A&M head coach on the Ron Cottrell staff. And Coach Kinney drew up this last play. Let's see what it has in store. Corsalt to throw it in. 10.6 left to work with. Moore into Thompson. Thompson foul. There's the foul up 3 if you're McNeese. That's one of the most divisive things in college basketball, but Coach Aiken decides to give it here.
I think that's a good play. Thompson hadn't played much all year.
First game since January 27th for Thompson. He's given Ron Cottrell 20 solid minutes tonight off the bench. Played the entire overtime period. 55% foul line shooter. Nothing to it.
Now, I think all the players on HBU have got to come up close. I think you got to go. You got to deny this basketball. Hope he makes it, then deny it, then take a foul.
Second one. No, rebound, Lewis. Foul comes instantly from Tristan Moore. Only 1.2 seconds run off the clock. So McNeese with a chance to possibly close this game out at the line.
If he makes both free throws, it's going to be tough. Now, if he can only make one, you never know. In this game, 6.6 seconds is a long ways to go.
Lewis cracks the door open.
That leaves the door open. I'll tell you that right now.
Miles Lewis, the transfer from VMI, 56% on the year. 0 for 2. Lee the rebound. Huskies going for the win. Lee with 6 seconds. Lee with 4 for the tie. Oh, he won't go, but foul shots coming for Darius Lee to potentially send us to a third overtime.
I thought that was going. Lee makes a great play. Baseline to baseline. It just comes down now to your best player having the ability to make 2 free throws.
Massey on the foul. Darius Lee to the line with .7 showing on the clock. Got it. Career high 36 points for Darius Lee tonight.
I thought the ball was going in. Big time free throw to send it to 3 overtime.
Clutch. .7 on the clock for McNeese. You got enough time for a catch and shoot.
That's a violation. He can't do that.
Massey to throw in. Scott fumbles it. Triple overtime in Houston.
The guy out of bounds with the ball, threw the ball inbounds to let him throw it. That's the violation.
I saw what you saw.
Yeah.
It looked like everybody missed it.
Yeah.
They finished this game at the foul line in both first and second overtime. They couldn't deliver at the line, and Darius Lee has come up big time and again for HBU. Third overtime. Into Darius Lee.
I like getting the ball in overtime. I don't know why. You know the little play where they posted up Darius Lee without the ball?
Lee rolls it in. Career high 39 points for Darius Lee.
You remember that play I called with him driving to the basket? What a play. What a player.
2-point lead for the Huskies. They trail by as many as 5 in overtime. English. Lost it. Husky fans wanted to travel. Scott to tie. And 1. Miles Lewis. How about that? That might be displaying the fatigue that these players are dealing with right now.
Yeah, right now, Coach Ron's done one heck of a job of coaching. His three of his biggest players are out, and he's doing it with a small lineup. It's hard to get an defensive rebound right now.
Lewis, the 3-point play. McNeese by 1. 4 minutes left to go in the third overtime. Lee has a 40-point game. 41 for Darius Lee.
Run that play every time until they double it. Don't run anything but that play.
Darius Lee is encroaching on HBU history. The most points in a single game for this program is 53.
He'd have to have about 2 more overtime.
Still incredible to see him get to 40. Scott in. Tough layup, no. Rebound, Darius. Long slows it down. Moore wisely slows it down for the Huskies. Lee on the block. Popping in. Darius Lee taking over in triple overtime. 3 minutes left to go. The Huskies lead by that advantage. Trey English, the true freshman. Foul called on HBU. Christian Coruscant called for the personal.
That's the 4th foul. They just can't afford to lose him now.
Right, when you look at the foul trouble for HBU.
But English has done a great job tonight of faking like he's going in the middle and he's going baseline. You've got to find some way to keep him off the baseline.
First one's a miss. Yeah, Coach mentioned it.
And HBU needs to get another player in on it. Of course, it needs to get in on the free throw block out. The ball could come there.
English connects on the second. Zion Tordoff, Sam Hoffman, and JC have all fouled out of this game.
Run the same play that gets Lee the ball on the block.
Huskies by 2. Corsall, foul. English thought he had a straight steal.
I thought maybe HBU might have got a break there, Garrett. I thought that's pretty close to being a pretty good steal in my opinion.
So Corsall back to the line. HBU is 38 of 46 there this evening.
Can you believe 121 to 119? 122 to 119.
This matches HBU's season high that they scored in regulation against Barclay College. Made 22 threes that night. Jason Thompson back up and in. What a story. First game since January 27th. He's scoring huge baskets in overtime. Huskies by 5, largest lead in the extra sessions. Lewis. Big answer for McNeese. Miles Lewis has been huge in these overtimes. He's got a dozen.
I've said it both teams. Every time I thought both teams just had a little break, they just couldn't stop it.
Lee with 43 points. Long. Got it.
Get back on defense, Long.
Gives the foul. Warren with the bucket. No continuation.
Long is back there. I hate to say this. He's up in there celebrating, and his kid's down on the other end shooting a 3-ball. You got to get back.
Colin Warren to the line. He's been huge tonight for McNeese. He has 14 points. And where Darius Lee has carried the weight for HBU all night long, it's been more of a balanced effort for McNeese scoring. 15 points for him. Still anybody's game. 4 points separating these two. A minute 54 left. Corsall. What a pass. Thompson, no. Rebound out to McNeese.
You got to make that layup.
Warren, the answer. 2-point game. Just like that, we are back lockstep again at Sharp Gym. Lee. No. Thompson. Rebound around, out off of McNeese. What an effort play there by Jason Thompson.
Oh, yes. He did it with his left hand. He's done a great job of keeping it alive.
And you see the touch there by Zach Scott.
You got to make sure you can get it inbounds to anybody.
More to throw in. There over 1 minute left in triple overtime. Lee. Jump ball. It goes back with McNeese.
I don't see that now. You can't have a jump ball. Watch it now.
Lee with the have laid out their hearts and souls to try to win this basketball game here tonight.
Okay. Tristan Thompson's going to have to rebound the ball. He's the best rebounder in the game right now for HBU with the lead. He's going to have to rebound if McNeese misses this shot.
English. No. The follow by Lewis. 6-0 run for McNeese. They tied the game at 127 in triple overtime. Unbelievable. Just when HBU thought they had enough separation. Lee in. 45 points for Darius Lee. Wearing number 23 like MJ and coming back with the 4-5. Triple overtime in Houston. Scott for the lead. No. Rebound Jason Thompson. McNeese has to foul. Unbelievable. 19.4. And a bit of a situation on the other end. Bryson Long warding off Coach Cottrell there from the sideline. These two were exchanging words. Long and McNeese players were.
Yeah, Long has had a little conference. He's had a little problem with them throughout the second half. But Thompson has not played a lot this year, but no bigger free throws than at least making one of these.
1 of 2 tonight. 55% foul shooter. Jason Thompson, such an incredible story. Really has never been healthy, according to Coach Cottrell. Has not played in several games. Didn't play at all in the month of February. Had a procedure done this offseason and has been able to give his team some huge minutes tonight.
Off of a bank shot. Great timeout, Coach Ron Cottrell. You're up 4. You got to be able to stop them. You want to play now without five.
Be here with you tonight. Hope it was as entertaining for you on your couch as it was for us to be able to broadcast it. Been major thanks to our guys in the truck for making this happen tonight. They've been awesome all year long as we've transitioned to ESPN Plus. Still work to do. 18 seconds left. English in. Massey gets the lay-in. Just a 2-point game. Corsall back to Lee. They foul Darius. And Lee, who made the free throws to send us to a third OT, will go to the line with a chance to possibly seal it. Big foul there on Miles Lewis.
You got 2 big-time free throws now.
Trevor Passmore into the game for the first time tonight for McNeese in triple overtime. Lee at the line. Oh, 45 points tonight. A tough miss for him.
Yes, now that gives McNeese a chance for the 3 ball. You give up penetration. Let them dribble the ball to the basket. No 3.
Oh, what a bad bounce. McNeese with a chance to win. Warren, the Houston native, up for Scott for the win. He got it. This is March. Zach Scott beats the buzzer with 0.6 remaining. Unbelievable.
Here's your opportunity, buddy.
Bryson Long to tie the game because of the technical foul on McNeese. It will be HBU ball after this, by the way. Swish. Huskies with 0.6 and an opportunity to win the game after all that.
And I feel so sorry for Lee after the game. He had 45 points. If he makes 1 free throw, the game's over.
All right, so Jason Thompson to throw it in. Otherwise, we're going to a 4th overtime. Game of the year. Baseball pass in, stolen by Warren. Let's keep this thing going, shall we? 4 overtimes at Sharp Gym. The last Southland Conference regular season game has been a wild one. Darius Lee had 2 foul shots and missed them both off of a horrendous bounce on the rim. Zach Scott came to the other end and hit the 3 with 0.6 seconds left. There was a Class B technical for McNeese player for running out on the bench to celebrate early. That's how we're in a 4th overtime.
I've never seen a game. I've never seen that happen. I've never seen somebody run on the floor and get a technical foul.
First 4 overtime game in the history of Sharp Gym. Game of the year. Corsall, foul. And of course, if you're just now getting tuned in, both teams in the double bonus. So it's free throws from here on out.
Been in the double bonus.
Christian Corsall to the line, has played the entirety of overtime. Career high 25 points for the transfer from Nevada.
McNeese has had 2 opportunities to win. HBU's had a couple. Now we're into overtime, and I think right now maybe the legs are beginning to take a part. That's what happens on your free throw.
133-132. Corsall and his teammate Darius Lee have combined for 71 points for HBU. Last regular season game in the Southland Conference. 5th place is on the line, but they're playing like a championship is at stake. Massey traveled. HBU basketball.
Good call. I thought he traveled all the way.
And now if you're Huskies, do you think about running the shot clock down as far as you can to try to control the game?
Too much time left. You 1 minute to go. I think you've got to come down and run the play to where you go away from Lee and then post him up.
Darius Lee with a career-high 45 points. Nearly lost it. 10 to shoot for Corsell. KC for three. No. Rebound, Tristan Moore. Up and in. The true freshman scoring big buckets in quadruple overtime.
Moore's come into this game and he played like he's belonged.
Zach Scott hit the big three to what he thought would seal the game for the second time this year against HBU. English. What a tough shot. McNeese back within one. Trey English, the true freshman, with 23 points. Corsell. Scott guarding Lee. No. Darius, the tip. Yes. 47 points for Darius Lee. Colin Warren, the Houstonian, making his homecoming return. English. Warren. No. Out of bounds off McNeese.
Yeah, I think that's what you have to make McNeese do. Garrett, is make them shoot the ball from outside. Don't let them get in the paint.
HBU ball. They led by 6 in the third overtime. McNeese led by 6 in the second. Neither one of these teams have said die. And Christian Corsell headed over to the scores table with a directive from Coach Cottrell in his 31st season at the helm of HBU. He has probably never seen a game like this. Corsell in, whacked away. English out and running. Tough lay-in. Trey English continuing to score. 25 points for him. His previous career high was 13. Lee, Long, got the tray. Bryson Long for three. 4-point lead for HBU. English and one. Are you kidding? Trey English, a man possessed. And Bryson Long ran halfway up the student section to the basket all right. Trey English to the line, trying to make it a one-point game. Timeout. Beg your pardon, no, quick sum. For the second time tonight, we see a player make his game debut in overtime. Caleb Rawls on the floor for McNeese. Here's the Bryson Long tray.
They're making a three, though. HBU has had trouble keeping the McNeese out of the paint. Right. They got to make them shoot some three balls.
This has been a game for the ages. Both teams threatening the 150-point mark. Lee fouled from behind. They get Warren. That's only number 2 on Colin Warren. It's incredible that we've had players play this game in the quadruple overtime and only have 2 or 3 fouls. Lee to the line. Six players available for McNeese right now. Both teams have had players foul out. Lee showing a bit of fatigue. This is the foul shot.
That's 3 out of 4, and that's what usually goes down when your legs get. He's just played so many minutes.
2-point game in Houston. Under 2 left to go in quadruple overtime. Nothing has been a sure thing tonight at Sharp Gym. Scott loses it. HBU ball. John Aiken wants another review. That's the second time tonight that McNeese's head coach has initialed for the review to be taking place.
See, at Notre Dame in 3 overtimes and got beat 2 points. So I know what it's like.
You know what's at stake tonight for John Aiken and Ron Cottrell. That's why we like to have a Hall of Famer in the stable. Darius Lee to throw it in. Lee, the Huskies, 6'6" forward, 48 points tonight. He can handle the basketball to boot.
Not only has he scored, rebounded, he's had to handle the ball.
Third double-double of the night. He loses it in there. Stolen by Passmore. Warren for the tie. We are level at 141. "70 seconds left to go in quadruple overtime." Corsalt foul. English. That's number 4. 30-point game for Trey English. And he's one foul away from his night being done early.
I think that right now with fatigue setting in, when HBU gets the ball, I think Darius is going to have to give it up to Corsalt and let him handle it. I think it's wearing him out handling the ball.
Corsalt misses the front end. The Huskies have been incredible at the line tonight. They've made over 42 foul shots. But fatigue has started to set in.
Oh, yeah, no doubt in my mind. They've played the big minutes.
Swish. Corsalt with a career-high 27. What a day it's been of college basketball. On this floor, the HBU women's basketball team was crowned Southland champion. Coach K's final game over in Carolina. And a 4-overtime thriller in Houston. English. With 8 to shoot. Tipped away. Corsalt to steal. KC 2-on-1. Up ahead. Layup. No. Tip long. Good. 14-point for Bryson Long. Huskies by 3. English going after it. Zach Scott hit the game. Go ahead 3 at the end of third overtime. Scott in. No. Massey the follow. Still a 1-point game. And a timeout on the floor. 20.6 left to go.
Free throw right now because McNeese is going to come after you, and then they're going to foul you immediately.
Helter skelter in Houston tonight. Up ahead, Corsalt. Fouled by Massey.
I didn't think that was a foul. I didn't.
Christian Corsalt to the line.
I still think this is a big-time free throw right here. If you can go up 3, it's just so much easier to defend that. Everybody on the HBU team, don't foul and don't give up a 3 ball.
Corsalt, no, he's just 2 for his last 6 at the line. McNeese with a chance. English for the tie. No, it won't roll in. Rebound, Darius Lee. The Huskies control. And foul shots coming to seal the game for D. Lee. 7.9 showing on the clock.
Okay, you can tell what a superstar is made out of. He's missed his last 3 out of his last 4. You got to, if he makes these 2, you got to feel good about this situation.
And what a play by the guy who should be your Southland Conference Defensive Player of the Year.
And hey, if I got anybody on the line, including Long, I want this young man right here on the line.
79% on the year. 49 points. A chance for a 50th and a game clincher in the game of the year in the Southland Conference, and maybe the year.
Yes.
Maybe the entire country. Timeout, John Aiken. Pardon, by Ron Cottrell. Boy, if anybody wants to...
All from the center line.
And we saw that at the end of regulation when McNeese came down 95-92. HBU fouled late. A 3-point play led to our first OT. Swish. Darius Lee with a 50-point game.
Get back. Let him go.
Moore fouls Warren.
I just don't understand that foul. It's just mind-boggling. Why trying to stop them? Let them go.
Especially in this game in which we've seen a sequence of crazy endings at the end of the overtime.
Let the play go. Why try to stop them?
Colin Warren with some huge foul shots. Returning to Houston, he has 20 points. Played his college basketball at Elkins High School. No game there was bigger than this tonight. Has a chance to make it a 2-point game. Might be an intentional miss situation here, too. That's exactly it. It didn't hit the rim. It will be HBU basketball. .3 seconds, HBU basketball, and if the Huskies can get it in, knock down one free throw, we should avoid a fifth OT. Here's one more look. Referees quickly glancing at the monitor. Tristan Moore will throw it in. What a night to remember from Sharp Gym in Houston. Last regular season game of the year in the conference, senior night here at HBU. And these fans sure got their money's worth, especially for having to wait 6 more months plus before we're back in this building again for HBU hoops. Lee tosses in. Foul comes on Rawls. 3.6 seconds left. Darius Lee going to the line. 50-point game has put him in elite company in HBU history. This one is an all-timer tonight. Lee with an all-time performance. That one just about seals it. 3.6 left to work with. Both teams out of timeouts. And you think back to at the end of the third overtime, a Class B technical for a player running out on the floor for McNeese. Cost them this game.
Yeah, no doubt.
Inbound to Massey.
Leave him
Warren.
alone.
It doesn't go. The Huskies have won the game of the year. They clinch the 5th seed in the Southland Conference Tournament and win a doozy at Sharp Gym.
What a great